Macaulay Culkin's role in Home Alone made him a household name, turning the film into a holiday classic. However, behind his success was a difficult reality. He faced physical and emotional abuse from his father and the pressure of the industry. This eventually led him to step away from his career and struggle with addiction. Today, Culkin is no longer the golden boy of Hollywood, but the painful experiences of his past have shaped a story of resilience. His journey through these challenges and his comeback has become an inspiring tale for many. Early childhood. The journey from early childhood to fame after starring in Home Alone unveils the tragic challenges and trauma endured by a 10-year-old boy. Macaulay Carson Culkin was born on August 26, 1980, in New York City to a humble family. His childhood was shaped by struggles and hardships, which ultimately contributed to his journey to fame, a journey both illustrious and turbulent. Macaulay was the third of 7 siblings, living in a cramped one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan's Lower East Side. His father, Christopher, a former Broadway actor turned church caretaker, and his mother, Patricia, a telephone operator. Christopher's unfulfilled acting dreams left a profound mark on his children. He nurtured hopes that they would achieve what he could not. Little did anyone expect that this vision would propel one of his children to become a shining star. At the age of 4, Macaulay's parents enrolled him in drama classes. It was here that his natural acting talent began to shine. By the age of 5, Macaulay was captivating audiences in small plays like The Big Squirrel and The Bach Babies, where his charm and quick wit caught the attention of talent scouts. His exceptional potential eventually reached Billy Hopkins, a casting director familiar with the Culkin family. In 1988, at just 6 years old, Macaulay had his first role in the TV movie Rocket Gibraltar, starring the legendary Burt Lancaster. This opportunity not only brought much-needed income to the family, but also affirmed Macaulay's potential as a young actor. Hopkins, aware of the family's financial struggles, even paid out of his own pocket to ensure Macaulay could attend rehearsals. He was a little angel with a slightly tilted halo, Hopkins later recalled, highlighting Macaulay's innate charm and undeniable talent. From that point forward, Macaulay's career soared due to his acting talent. His breakout performance in Uncle Buck, 1989, alongside the beloved John Candy, Macaulay Culkin quickly showcased his sharp wit and natural comedic timing. It didn't take long for directors and filmmakers to recognize his exceptional talent. 2. Breakthrough with Home Alone. When legendary screenwriter John Hughes set out to create Kevin, he had already worked with Culkin on Uncle Buck and couldn't shake the idea that this bright, cheeky
visual
child
and
was the
video
perfect
materials,
template for his next
voiceovers,
leading role.
along with
Kevin was a reflection of Culkin's natural charm, wit, and spark, qualities Hughes had seen firsthand. Yet when director Chris Columbus stepped in, he wanted to explore every possibility, auditioning over 300 children in search of the ideal Kevin. Time and again, none captured the essence Hughes had envisioned. None except Culkin. Columbus later reflected, "One thing about Macaulay is that he's incredibly professional. He's very focused on the work. He's not the typical child actor where you have to keep reminding them about everything. He's just an incredible talent." Despite his young age, Culkin possessed an impressive understanding of Kevin's emotions and motivations, bringing an authenticity to the role that resonated with audiences. Culkin appeared to have an innate talent for learning scripts. He memorized them quickly and delivered his lines in the most natural way. His ability to portray surprised expressions was highly convincing, and he excelled at improvising in scenes. To create the best scenes without putting too much pressure on this energetic 10-year-old boy, director Columbus was very tactful in always encouraging and suggesting breaks or snacks so that Macaulay could be most comfortable. Culkin later shared, "Being in Home Alone was amazing. Every day felt like one big adventure. I remember running around the set, pulling pranks and just having fun. It was like living in my own playground while working on a project that was about to become a classic." Home Alone was released at Christmas in 1990 and quickly became a hit, making Macaulay Culkin one of the most popular child actors of the time. In 1992, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York came out. While it followed a similar storyline to the first film, audiences still enjoyed it thanks to Culkin's relatable charm, humor, and wit. The Home Alone films made Macaulay Culkin a star and one of the most famous child actors, earning him millions by the age of 10. But this was not what a 10-year-old child desired. Behind the immense success was pressure and exploitation that left our young star exhausted. Third, exploitation and exhaustion. At just 10 years old, Macaulay Culkin was living a life most actors could only dream of. Red carpet premieres, endless interviews, and a stream of film offers that seemed to promise a future as bright as any star. But behind the glitz and fame was a harsh reality. A childhood stolen by a father who saw not just a son, but a means to wealth and power. Culkin's journey begins like a fairy tale, but ultimately turns into a chilling nightmare. Culkin's father, Christopher Culkin, was a controlling man whose ambition overshadowed his young son's dreams. Christopher's methods were ruthless, pushing Macaulay to work at a relentless pace that left little time for childlike laughter or play. As Macaulay's fame grew, so did his demands. The young actor's earnings grew into the millions, but his father's hunger never subsided. In 1993, on the set of The Nutcracker, Christopher made headlines when he demanded that actor Kevin Kline be removed from the project, threatening to pull Macaulay from the film's promotional campaign. Macaulay Culkin reached the height of his early career with Home Alone, a blockbuster that cemented his status as a Hollywood star and made him the highest-paid child actor of all time. While he was celebrated for his success and financial achievements, trouble was brewing beneath the surface. "I really did what I wanted. I loved the process of filming," Macaulay later reminisced, recalling the early days when acting felt like an exciting adventure, but that joy soon began to wane. "Then I started to feel tired. I wanted to go back to school, but I no longer belonged to myself. My father was the one making all the decisions now." Macaulay's mother, Patricia Culkin, shared in a 1996 interview with the Telegraph, "We spent many years living in poverty. When we became successful, I thought we would just sit back and relax. Instead, we were happier living a work-for-food lifestyle. What began as a hopeful dream spiraled into an endless cycle of demands and expectations, with Macaulay at its center. Macaulay's childhood was stolen from him. Each role a mere cog in a machine he couldn't escape. In the Junior 2006 book, Macaulay exposed his pain through a raw letter to his father. "Dad, it didn't have to be this way. You taught me what fear is. You hurt a lot of people. You made a lot of people cry. You made Mom cry." The rapid rise of his career, coupled with his father's overwhelming control, stole Macaulay Culkin's childhood, replacing it with a constant barrage of demanding projects. His life became a blur of fame and confinement as he was forced to play a role in his father's unyielding ambitions. By 1995, after films like The Pagemaster and Richie Rich failed to perform, he was nominated for a Golden Raspberry Award for Worst Actor, a painful contrast to the exhaustion he was feeling. The pressure to keep delivering, to chase the next paycheck, made him feel like little more than a machine, an investment that brought millions but no real happiness. He longed for a simpler life in Hanoi, for the normalcy of attending school, and then made a shocking decision. A fee. struggles, and disappearance. As Macaulay's success grew, the rift within his family deepened, eventually leading to the fall of the once celebrated name. Tensions reached a breaking point in the mid-1990s when his parents battled over custody. The conflict wasn't just about parental rights, it was about money. Kit Culkin faced accusations of mismanaging Macaulay's substantial earnings, which were rumored to have surpassed $17 million at its peak. The media painted a picture of a young boy trapped in a bitter power struggle, leaving him feeling betrayed and lost, unsure of his place in the world. After years of manipulation and burnout, Macaulay came to the harsh realization that he was merely a commodity for profit. His mother, Patricia, firmly supported him, urging him to leave acting behind. But his father, Christopher, remained unyielding in his ambition, seeing potential in Macaulay's siblings and trying to pull them into the industry under the guise of building the Culkin family empire. This led to what the tabloids dubbed the Culkin family invasion of Hollywood. But it eventually faltered as studios grew weary of the constant demands. The fallout from the ongoing family disputes resulted in Macaulay being dropped from projects. In 1995, amid years of accumulated resentment, Macaulay made the decision to step away from acting. In front of his father, he declared that he would never act in films again. He longed for a normal childhood, one free from pressure and unrelenting demands. But that, he would soon discover, was a life that would never be his. The turning point came in 1997 when Patricia won custody of her children in court. Tired of the drama, Macaulay took a stand and removed his parents from his trust fund, determined to regain control of his life. "I think I did it cleanly, removing my parents' names," he later said. The decision brought an end to the family conflicts, but it also meant a painful break. Patricia urged him never to return to acting, wanting to shield him from the
Jen will
invisible
combine the
pressures
visual
that had
and
taken
video
so much.
materials,
Despite
voiceovers,
receiving offers
along
for
with
major roles, including Jack Dawson in Titanic, Macaulay refused them, choosing instead to protect the life he was rebuilding, the off-screen life. After leaving his acting career behind, Culkin tried to live a normal life as a teenager, but he soon realized that true freedom was out of reach. Years later, he recalled, "When I stopped, I just thought it was over, and I was never, ever going to do it again. I was just hoping to disappear off the face of the earth. It took me about 6 years to figure out you can't back out of this." With his past fame, Macaulay found it hard to fit in with his peers, no matter how hard he tried. After 1 year at his first school, he transferred to a school in New Jersey, hoping for more privacy. Even though he was still recognized by classmates, he made an effort to stay quiet and avoid attention. His classmates described him as polite, smart, and friendly, though he often kept his distance and protected his personal life. Nevertheless, Macaulay remained the center of media attention. Every public image of him stirred up a buzz on social media. The media even claimed multiple times that he had died. "When I was about 15 or 16, he recalled, my manager called and asked, 'Mac, is that you?' I said, 'Yeah.' 'Great. Just checking because CNN says you're dead. All right, goodbye.' I didn't understand why people wanted to kill me. Although he had moved away from his career, the pressure seemed never to leave him. This constant scrutiny was the main reason behind many of the unexpected incidents that occurred later on. In 1998, Macaulay Culkin took an unexpected turn, stepping into the music world by starring in the music video for Sonic Youth's Sunday. That same year, he married his former classmate, actress Rachel Miner, but their brief union quickly fell apart. By 2000, the marriage was over, ending in a formal divorce. But Macaulay's struggles didn't end there. He faced intense conflicts with his parents. His father, obsessed with money, was constantly involved in lawsuits, while his mother, under pressure from the spotlight on her children, fell into a deep depression. Determined to revive his career, Culkin made his stage debut in London in the play Madame Melville in 2003. That same year, he returned to the big screen with Party Monster, a tragic comedy that allowed him to showcase a darker side. Portraying Michael Alec, a party promoter entangled in scandal, Culkin prepared for the role by visiting a prison and immersing himself in the wild, late-night world of New York. Despite his efforts, the film was not well received, leaving both audiences and critics disappointed. Returning to the screen but failing to achieve the expected success only increased the pressure on the actor who had once been a top child star. This growing tension ultimately contributed to the terrible scandal he would later become embroiled in. Drug scandals. In 2004, a mugshot of Macaulay Culkin, then 24, made headlines worldwide. The once bright and clever boy had seemingly fallen into disrepair, shocking those who had watched him grow up on screen. That year, he was charged with possession of marijuana and a controlled substance without a prescription after Oklahoma police searched his vehicle. Rumors about Macaulay entering rehab surfaced, but were never substantiated. At the time, various reports circulated, some suggesting the actor spent around $6,000 a month to sustain a heroin and cocaine addiction. However, nearly a decade later, Culkin appeared in interviews vehemently denying these allegations. He refuted claims that he was near death or that his life had hit rock bottom. He explained that his withdrawal from the spotlight was a conscious decision, allowing him to live freely without the burdens of fame. Culkin shared that he had moved away from Hollywood to live a quieter life with his mother in Manhattan, where he could focus on high school and rediscover himself. Yet, the gaunt and lifeless image of him during this period stunned fans, sparking sorrow for a once brilliant talent. Many saw him as a symbol of how fame could shine too brightly, only to burn out under the weight of wealth and pressure. 6. With Michael Jackson's relationship. In 2005, Macaulay became entangled in the scandal surrounding music legend Michael Jackson. This drew intense scrutiny of their friendship, raising questions and speculations. As a child, Macaulay struggled to connect with kids his age, but found solace in the company of adults. Among those who left a profound impact on him was Michael Jackson, the king of pop. After Home Alone premiered, Jackson reached out, inviting Macaulay and his family to visit. A unique friendship blossomed, lasting until Michael's death in 2009. Their bond was truly special. They understood each other in a way that few others could. Michael often invited Macaulay to his Neverland Ranch, a place that Culkin described as a place where he could relax, escape the pressures of fame, and enjoy his childhood without the scrutiny of the media. In 1991, Culkin appeared in Jackson's music video for Black or White, frequently attending performances and photo shoots with him. They even shared an eccentric hobby of collecting and exchanging spoons from restaurants and airplanes. The pop legend and the young star enjoyed spending time together, which sparked media speculation about the true nature of their relationship and whether it was more than just friendship. In a podcast, Macaulay spoke about it, saying, "It's almost easy to say, oh, it was weird or whatever, but it wasn't. It was one of my friendships that people questioned, only because he was the most famous person in the world. He was the kind of person who had been through the exact same thing and wanted to make sure I wasn't alone in that. For me, it's so normal and mundane. I know it's a big deal to everyone else, but for me, it was just a normal friendship." In 2005, during Jackson's trial, Culkin publicly defended him, testifying that despite staying at Jackson's home multiple times since age 9, the singer never acted inappropriately. The testimony stirred controversy. with many doubting Culkin's account. Yet years later, in an Esquire interview, Culkin reaffirmed Jackson's innocence. He never did anything to me like he supposedly did with others. If I had seen something, I wouldn't have kept it a secret. In 2005, following allegations against Michael Jackson, Macaulay publicly defended him, stating that he had stayed at Jackson's house many times since he was 9 years old and that the singer had never acted inappropriately towards him. This caused a stir in the media, with many questioning whether Macaulay was lying to protect his friend. Later, in an interview with Esquire, Macaulay reiterated Jackson's innocence. He never did anything to me like he did with others. If I had seen anything like that, I wouldn't hide it. However, people continued to doubt the credibility of Macaulay's testimony. Many theorized that it was possible Michael Jackson had never done anything wrong with Macaulay because at that time the child star was globally famous and Jackson might have simply used him as a shield. 7. The separations. Following the turbulence of the early 2000s, Culkin distanced himself from Hollywood, choosing small, independent projects. The once dazzling child star was now a figure synonymous with scandal, addiction rumors, and family drama. In 2008, Macaulay had to face the tragic loss of his sister, Dakota, who passed away at just 29 years old in a car accident. This deeply affected him, leading him to retreat from the public eye and distance himself from Hollywood. In 2011, the breakup with his girlfriend of 9 years sent Macaulay into a downward spiral. He and Black Swan star Mila Kunis had been inseparable at public events, and their split disappointed many fans. Afterward, Macaulay was deeply hurt. He withdrew, neglected self-care, lost weight, and wore
Chien
disheveled
will combine
clothes.
the visual and
In
video
2012,
materials,
a striking
voiceovers,
photo of
along
a thin
with
Macaulay holding a can of soda surfaced in the media, fueling rumors about his struggles with alcohol and heroin. The end of his relationship left him with a broken heart and more pain, but it also became a turning point, pushing him to change the course of his life. 7. Return and Now. Determined to reclaim his purpose, Culkin founded the Pizza Underground in 2013, a quirky band that parodied Velvet Underground songs with pizza-themed lyrics. The group toured the US and Europe, receiving mixed reactions before disbanding in 2016. But Culkin didn't stop there. He also dabbled in DJing and collaborated with artists like Harmar Superstar. Rumors of fleeting romances surrounded him, from flings with models and actresses to more serious relationships, including one with Jordan Lane Price, a star of All My Children, and speculation about a possible reconciliation with Mila. However, none of these relationships led to marriage. Over time, Macaulay Culkin gradually settled into a more normal life. He regained his energy, changed his hairstyle, put on weight, and resumed speaking publicly. Contrary to popular belief, Culkin was never treated for drug addiction, never served prison time, only arrested once, and consistently worked to defy the stereotypes often associated with former child stars. In 2016, Culkin portrayed Kurt Cobain in Josh Tillman's Total Entertainment Forever music video and starred in Adam Green's indie film Aladdin. Recognizing the signs of a strong comeback from a talented actor, the director of the popular sitcom The Big Bang Theory invited Culkin to appear on the show 3 times. However, he declined each offer, feeling that it didn't fulfill him creatively. In 2017, Culkin appeared in Changeland, directed by Seth Green, where he met Brenda Song. The two had a secret and long-lasting relationship, eventually deciding to live together. This relationship became a turning point in Culkin's life. In 2018, after returning with a few projects, Macaulay drew the attention of the media and the public. In an interview with the New York Times, Macaulay confessed, "I love acting, I love being on set, but I don't love everything that comes with it." His fans could see his growth, his tougher, more mature side when looking back at his past, and they supported him in continuing to pursue his passion. In the same year, Culkin launched an Instagram account and started his own YouTube show, Bunny Ears, infused with the same humor and eccentricity as his previous projects. Culkin and co-host, comedian Bob Saget, welcomed guests to discuss topics ranging from movies and music to Disneyland and conspiracy theories, sometimes over pizza or drinks. Culkin described Bunny Ears as a mix between The Onion and Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle brand, featuring peculiar articles like how to make a ham mask or tips for eating hard-boiled eggs on the beach. By 2020, Culkin had hired 5 full-time staff members and 25 freelancers to help produce content, podcasts, and merchandise. He even joined editorial meetings, contributing his own story ideas. But Culkin's projects didn't stop at entertainment. He also lent his creativity to video game production, contributing to Toe Jam and Earl Back in the Groove. One notable moment in pop culture came when Culkin turned a paparazzi photo of Ryan Gosling wearing a shirt with Culkin's childhood image into a meme. Culkin embraced the situation by creating a shirt with Gosling's image, sparking a meme that lasted for months. In 2021, Culkin joined the main cast of the 10th season of American Horror Story, Double Feature, earning critical acclaim for his performance. On December 1st, 2023, he was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a testament to years of hard work and dedication as he returned to his passion after numerous challenges. In 2024, the Spanish film Rich Flu was released, signaling an impressive comeback for the once iconic star. Reflecting on his past, Culkin acknowledged that while difficult experiences left their mark on his childhood, he was fortunate to find stability later on. It could have been worse. I don't work in a coal mine. I'm not a child soldier. Some bad things happened, but bad things happen to kids all the time. I have something to be grateful for. Look at me. Money, fame, a beautiful girlfriend, a lovely house, and adorable pets. It took some time, but I learned to appreciate what I have. I don't want much, and I need even less. Today, Macaulay Culkin leads a fairly laid-back life. With an estimated net worth of $18 million earned through acting, Bunny Ears, and royalties, he also owns rental properties in Los Angeles and New York. He now shares his life with fiancée Brenda Song. They got engaged in 2022, and their 2 charming sons, Dakota, named after his late sister, and Carson. Macaulay's relationship with his father has remained deeply strained, with the 2 being estranged for nearly 30 years. Despite Macaulay's efforts to keep their relationship private, a source revealed in 2020 that when his father, Kit, suffered a stroke, Macaulay was by his side to care for him. Macaulay Culkin remains a beloved actor, and his portrayal of Kevin in Home Alone will always be an iconic image, bringing laughter and warmth to families around the world every Christmas. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe for more. All the info in today's video comes from trusted sources and is meant for reference only. We recommend checking out other sources to get the most accurate and well-rounded info. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on more hidden Hollywood truths. Hit that subscribe button to get our latest videos right when they drop, right when they drop, right when they drop, right when they drop.